Alright, so I'm starting a little bit later than I wanted to. No one's shut in just yet, but that's a-okay. The plan right now is obviously to continue on with the Ironman series. This is episode 4, and while I'm doing live ones, which some people requested, whether or not they join in is up to them. Some people requested to do these live, so I'm going to just trial run it for a couple of days. And I'm going to use topics to try and keep things on track. So this video I've decided to talk about music. So obviously if anyone does pop along or watches this in the future, join in on the discussion. The topic is once again music. So Steel, hello. Here we go. Ironman, very good. So regular nonsense is just hello, welcome to Ironman. You see Ironman everywhere, right? So the plan this episode, unfortunately, is going to have to be carrying on grinding out some more monster claws. It's going to be some more Shroomtown spam. I need to actually still make a good auto rifle. I'll stop at epic, but no less. So I've got to keep doing that. So that's the plan for now. I'm doing it for about an hour. I'll keep an eye on the time. In about half an hour, I'll do a little break and then, you know, put an ad in if I can. If not, I'll just put it in the VOD and call that good. Right then, so. Shroomtown. Good morning, by the way. It's a particularly dull Monday here in the UK. It's 10 past 9 and it's still pretty warm outside, which is dreadful. Warm is bad. Right. So, I finally released my Forge Blade video. That's something I should mention. I was very happy with it, just in general. The actual things I learned from it, I don't know if they're actually concrete, to be honest, but it seems like evidence enough for me, and unless someone else does a similar sort of test, I'm not entirely sure if I'll be convinced that its facts have changed or are different to what I imagine they are now. Oh my lord. Given that the way that the crafting seems to work is that you guarantee, if you get a rare, the rarity that it gives you... Ooh, a ring. Galahad, is that better? Is that what I want? It is, isn't it? Where did it go? There it is. Galahad. Excellent. Get rid of analysts. You're gone. But yeah, it's such a bizarre concept to talk about with ooh, one shot. It's a bizarre concept to talk about when concerning the Forge Blade, because I think the rarity is fixed, like the chance of getting a rare is fixed, but then the rarity that you get from those rares is up in arms and forever will be. So, not 100% sure on what to do with those, but that's what I learned from it, and hopefully that rings true. Again, I think Sean should be able to elaborate, but I don't know if he ever would, to be honest. It seems like something that might keep ambiguous. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but there you go. Yep, bully shroom, that's what we want. We want the boss to kill. We want some more looty claws. Boom. Right then, music. Shroomtown's a great place to come for music, actually, because it's probably my current favourite track in the game. That's in game right now without it being on the soundtrack and not implemented, but in general it's a bizarre little tune, very happy-go-lucky. I'm a big fan of it for that very reason. Makes me smile on my insides. But music in general, I have a huge list of things that I listen to, a massive list. I've got a playlist on Spotify that I call Everything. I don't need to sneeze. We're doing it live. Wow, that's one way to wake you up. But yeah, I have a huge list of things I listen to in life. On my Spotify there is... Yeah, not bad. There's a huge list of things on Spotify. I have a playlist that's called Everything, and it has everything I've ever listened to, really, archetypally anyway, not necessarily every single track, but things that I enjoy are on there. It takes about I'm doing helmet on a boop, yeah. About 25 hours, maybe more, to listen to all of it all the way through, so there's tons of stuff in there, but that doesn't include a bunch of the stuff I've been listening to recently. So I want to start off with CDs, because CDs seem like an archaic thing now, but way back when they were the only way to listen to music, really, unless you were like into mini discs, which I was alive for. Using a Walkman or something would normally be the best thing ever, and then MP3s came along and kind of dominated the market. In my old car, I used to have a 1993 Mini Cooper, gorgeous car. I would have one again in a heartbeat. In any case, it had, because the old cars didn't come with radios as standard. I had to get a radio, so the one I got had an auxiliary cable in it. But when I sold the Mini, which we earned double our money back on, whatever you know, we sold the Mini on. I got a Honda. I got like a new Honda model. I say newer. The Mini was older than me by a year. The Honda is younger than me by 9. So it's probably the biggest leap I'll ever see in age in cars, potentially, because the next ones I'll probably grab will be like 2011, 2012. So that's only like a 6-7 year gap as opposed to like, what was it, 12? So I mean, that's pretty massive. But the old Mini, because I had a different radio, I had an auxiliary cable, so I could use my phone or an MP3 player to listen to music. But my new car has an inbuilt radio, and it does have an auxiliary option, but it's actually wired around the back, because when 2005 auxiliary cables weren't that common to use, and the CD player was often the preferred motif of listening to music. So, unfortunately, I haven't given the money over to, in like the 2 years and a bit I've been driving my Honda now anyway, I haven't given my money over to the folks that could actually fix it. Why did I walk there? I haven't given it over to the folks that could actually fix that for me, make it a reality. But that's fine. I may do with CDs. So I've been listening to, at least since I've had my car, albums. The main ones I've had were New Found Glory, their newest album, Resurrection. Fantastic album just in general. A really consistent band, but a lot of their albums had different sort of vibes. So I think their like newer stuff, which is a bit heavier, a bit less. We know we're bad at singing, but we can still make music, and a little more aged, a little more reserved, and I like it a lot actually. And I've also got the original album New Found Glory by New Found Glory, or were they called The New Found Glory back then? They've had some ups and downs. Other things I've listened to as of late is Weezer's not newest album, Everything Will Be Alright in the End, is fantastic. That album in general was probably one of the best of that year, but again it was released pretty close to Resurrection, which is also probably one of the best albums of that year. Oh, good dodge. So that was really good. I really enjoyed that. Hello Agent Carter, how you doing? Thank you for your input on my most recent video, by the way, on the Forward Blade video. That was very insightful, thank you. Hopefully my other Ultimate Weapon series videos are more to your liking rather than the ones that you've seen already, because I think they might, you know, fit the description that you've given me already, but that's all fantastic. Anyway, so Weezer, they did a very adult album returning to something to their roots. It was very, very good. In any case, it's always just middle-aged men singing about being teenagers and chasing after girls and stuff, which is weird, and which is, I think, why I don't like their newest, like the White album. Thank you so much, Volganic. That is really, really great news. I've loved it so much, and obviously the continued support for everybody is fantastic, so genuinely thank you. So yeah, Weezer and New Found Glory was like 2014, I think, maybe before that, because I was still driving to uni and using my car a lot. Then after that, I kind of just fell in love with the Awesome Mix Volume 1 from Guardians of the Galaxy. Fantastic soundtrack, some really good songs on there. A really great thing to listen to. Genuinely, I like that album a lot. And so having like a mix CD was something that I was always interested in doing. So eventually, actually, have I got anything? No, I'm just staring at this like an idiot. So I decided to start making mix CDs myself. So I have a variety hour CDs, which are an hour long, of just different songs that I own, containing different tracks. So the first one was mainly ska music, which I will admit, first and foremost, is probably my favourite genre of music ever. You put trumpets or horns into something, and it instantly becomes like some of my favourite music. I'm a big fan of like older pop punk, like mid 2000s. Before then, I was kind of into emo. So like when I was young, oh, the meteor shower. That's not good. Early 2000s, I guess I was kind of into like Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy were huge for me. I like them a lot. I'm trying to get good here, and I'm trying to talk about Fall Out Boy. Ah! Okay. Let's just chill for a second. Let's just chill. It's okay. Everything's fine. Can't watch playing Rainbow Six and it's sending my ping up pretty hard. That's no problem, Volcanic. Thank you for tuning in anyway. Your viewership is obviously appreciated, no matter how long you can stay for. Oh, I thought the meteor shower had stopped. Oh well, we good, we good. Ah, that was a good timing. Get some of them on the blend. So yeah, I listened to a lot of emo stuff. I say a lot. It was mainly like Fall Out Boy with like the emo on the closer spectrum of pop punk, which obviously I still recommend to this day. Fall Out Boy again, huge influence throughout my high school years. I stand by the fact that their first like proper released album, Take This to Your Grave, is one of the best albums of all time, and I will stand by that until the day that I die. But yeah, Fall Out Boy, obviously, Newfound Glory, All American Rejects. That's my first gig, All American Rejects. I'm hugely into We Are Scientists, and as I'm getting older, I'm getting into more and more spectrums of music. But one of the things I listened to in sort of mid 2000s was Maximo Park, and they released Our Earthly Pleasures, which was a fantastic album. After what was the album with the Price and Pressure on it? I don't know, but it's a fantastic album. And they released like a special edition with some extra tracks. And Apply Some Pressure had a version with horns made for it. I think that was Calvin Harris, and it was super good. Like, it was fantastic. But it just reminded me of a lot of the music I used to listen to, and now it's pretty much the predominant thing. Like, most of the CDs in my car are ska. You know, bands worthy of note are Real Big Fish, Suburban Legends, Less Than Jake, all of which I've seen live. Then some of which I haven't seen: Five Iron Frenzy, Save Ferris. I think that might be all I've got the CDs for, but I've listened to a fair few more. Oh, the Heat Machine I recently bought as well. The Heat Machine, fantastic, like kick-up band from Lincoln in the US. Well worth listening to if you're into ska in any capacity whatsoever. But yeah, really like the Heat Machines album right now. It's seen me through some hard times that aren't hard at all, but you know, really good. Can recommend. I'm gonna go back to the shit. Oh, I'm gonna buy this as well, and this, and this. That'll be fine. So my recent variety mixes have been partially inspired by Awesome Mix Volume 1 and partially inspired by my own flavours of music that I listen to. So the first album that I made was, actually the first mix CD that I made was interesting, I'm going to say. It had a lot of ska in it. It had a bit of acoustic, so it was mainly Five Iron Frenzy, a track by Real Big Fish, a track by Save Ferris, then it was Jack Johnson, City and Colour, and a few other bits and pieces sprinkled in as well. So then my second album, which I've only just made, which is why it's on the mind, was still a lot of the same elements from the previous album, but it's now lent towards... See if we can get one of these, by the way. Oh, guns, please. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh, what am I missing? Orichalcum? Oh, man. Alright, I've got to go to the thingy. I didn't expect me to have to go back here so soon. Whatever. That's really put me off. Here we go. And the second one's a bit more inspired by electro. I think it's because I've been listening to a lot of soundtracks for video games recently, and a lot of them have this electro influence. Typically, like Crypt of the Necrodancer has a huge electro influence to a ton of its music. But it doesn't mean it's not good. I'm really enjoying it, and because of that, I think I'm committed to that sort of music right now. And I'm really enjoying it. Really, really enjoy it, genuinely. So the new album's got stuff by... Again, the Heat Machine's in there because I just bought that album. Stuff by Tupperware Remix Party, which I'm a big fan of. Stuff by Savant. Savant Heart is borderline masterpiece work. It's fantastic. And a lot of other things that have been combined on there as well. But those are some of the notable ones. It's a bit more of like an electro vibe than what I used to listen to in high school. But it seems like a bit of a craze at the minute. I'm not entirely sure why that is the case, but it is. So I cannot complain. Right, I'm going to stop collecting tier 1 mats now, maybe stick to flutterflies, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a couple more goes at making my armor, I think. Nothing good. That's fine, that's fine. We did what we could. Gave it a go. So I've got to get some orichalcum. Alright, that's fine. Orichalcum is fine. And actually, I think I've got enough world fragments. Yes, I do. Just doing some micromanagement. That's what we're doing. I need to grab one of these. So an iron ticket. Iron ticket sends you to Mech City. Obviously, I'll need to go there later on for the storyline. But you see here. But I'll also need to go there to make ultimate weapons. So when I need to do my helmet, that's what I'll need to do for that. Right, we've got to do hollow caverns, and I need to get some more portal uses while we're here. So let's go in here and try not to die to anything. Yay! So yeah, primarily my music tastes at the minute are lending themselves a little bit more electronic. Bands like Popes of Chili Town, Magnus Major, that have this like sort of hip hop, Gorillaz almost like electronic ska vibe, like almost like a fourth wave resurgence for ska, is a huge influence on me for that sort of thing. And I've got to say, a lot of the music that they make, like both of those bands are making, is super high quality. I'm a big fan of both of those bands in general. And it's combining a lot of things that I enjoy, a lot of different elements of different music. And it's leading me down a great path of music in general. And obviously, music itself is incredibly subjective, but the stuff that they have been creating recently is great. In the past, sort of my musical experience live, let's say, has been mainly confined to just a few bands. But like I said, the first gig I ever went to was All American Rejects. That was in Birmingham, in the old Carlin Academy. If anyone's local, they know exactly what I mean. The one with all the sticky floors. And then after that, I went to go and see We Are Scientists, which again I didn't really speak of that much, but they are a super good band out of New York. If you guys are familiar with The Lonely Island, they are friends with the guys from there. Akiva from The Lonely Island. I did not expect you to come that way. Akiva from The Lonely Island directed the first, I want to say it's the first video, I might be wrong in that assumption. The first video that We Are Scientists ever made, and that was the video for The Great Escape. Not to be confused with other songs called The Great Escape, as there are many. But it's super good video with a giant bear cruise around. Right, okay. This is intense, okay. Let's get the rock scarab dead first. And then we'll worry about Gru. Am I full already? Gas bug. Alright, Gru, where are you? Where are you? I cannot stay in this tunnel or this corridor. Okay, you pooping out little rock spiders, mate. Ow! There's Gru. Okay, right. Yep, you are pooping them out. Here we go, Gru. Me and you. Imagine me and you. I do. I think about your day and night. Take a gun to the face. Oh, I took a thing to the head. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna stop. Copyright, because I'm so good at singing. Don't want to fight you in here, Gru. It's kind of rude. Ow, Gru, please. Please, Gru, no. There we go. Just bait him away. I think Gru's got like 6,000 HP. Never mind. He's got none anymore. I pressed I to open my inventory. That was dreadful. Right, get rid of these for now. And I'll use my globs of ether. Fantastic. Right, level 49. I got 3 levels so far. That's not bad at all. Ugh. Actually, I'm going to heal myself as well. And use some potions. Yeah, We Are Scientists. The video for The Great Escape was directed by Akiva from The Lonely Island. And We Are Scientists have something in a relationship with them in general. We Are Scientists have had their music featured on such classic things as I think an old FIFA. I couldn't tell you which one. They've been on Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, which is an incredibly average film starring Kat Dennings and Michael Cera. Hello Anthony Ramos, welcome to the stream. And in general, they're a very good band. I like this indie sound because I had a particularly big indie. I don't know what to say. Like an indie vibe going on for most of my later teenage years, I guess. And that's where my love for. Ooh, I'm all maxed up on credits there. That's where my love for who they're called. I've just said the names like a million times. Maxima Park has come from. And a lot of other bands like Kings of Leon I was big into for their earlier stuff, not so much for their later stuff. But yeah, that sort of indie, almost pop-punky kind of area, I was... Oh, an iron ticket! That's very generous of you. I'm going to get rid of my scrap. Because it's not as valuable as that is. Which reminds me, what have I got? 1402. That's fine. Yeah, you're very welcome, anytime. I'm doing streams this week just to try and test out, see if it's something people are interested in for just every day, if I can try and do it. Just streams for the Ironman mode as opposed to leaving it up to just VODs for me to lose the clips for, unfortunately. But it's all good. We should be okay. Right, helm. Excellent. Okay, we're making progress on that helmet. There should be more left to do. Well, yeah, just to cap off this point of music for this entire stream. Music, obviously, people enjoy different things, and the older I get, the more encompassing I am with my stance on music, and the more willing I am to listen to other things. And I like a lot of fusion music. I don't mean like mashups, although they do also come through, like a lot of the remixes and stuff done for Block Party songs. Not new Block Party stuff. Sorry, I just don't like it. But you know, a lot of Block Party songs are fantastic. There's like the mashup from way back when of like Banquet and Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl, which is quite good. I'm quite impressed by that one, even to this day. But yeah, that's that. Right. But yeah, as I get older, the music that gets combined into this almost fourth wave, which I mentioned earlier, for ska. If people don't know, like, ska was like a Jamaican reggae kind of sound, and then it evolved into two-tone here in the UK, and that was like the second wave. Then third wave was more of like a US influence, where things like ska punk became a reality, and so we have such classic bands even to this day for Real Big Fish, Less Than Jake. And then fourth wave hasn't really come about because there hasn't been a massive resurgence in ska for years, but overall the sort of tone for ska is changing, and we're seeing a lot more external influences in the music itself. Actually, I needed to be in there, didn't I? Whoopsie. There we go. Yeah, a lot of the influences into ska music have become a lot more broad, which is why we get bands like Magnus Major, which is why we get bands like... Oh, I've forgotten all the names now. Magnus Major, Pope's Chili Town, things of that ilk, anyway, and it's really good. So if you guys haven't listened to ska, but you like hip-hop, or you like punk, or you like horns, or you like 50s swing, or jazz, ska has everything combined all into one. So if you ever want to listen to something that's just a bit of everything, go and listen to some ska music. It's genuinely my favourite genre. And I don't just listen to it in English, which is really interesting. A lot of Spanish ska is really good, like this South American Latin-inspired ska is fantastic. And obviously, like mariachi bands and stuff that already use horns are really good for it. They're well suited for the type of music that it is. And of course, overall, you've got the overarching level of different ska in different countries. So Japanese ska, super high quality. Yum Yum Orange are a must listen. They're a ridiculous band. It's like fronted by a couple of women and then a bunch of guys in the back, but they were a ska band for children, which sounds ridiculous, but because it's all in Japanese, it doesn't make sense anyway. And so they add in these really odd moments of ringrish where we just get some hilarious results. But they say baby in like every song, like the Hives or something. But I've got to say, very good. Yeah, far more in-depth thoughts on music than I do. Generally, for me, the song is slapped on Garbo. Is a slapped or Garbo? Slapped like a bass. Don't need these. Don't need those. Don't need those. Should be fine. But yeah, I've listened to music obviously for like... I didn't listen to it when I was younger massively. But, oh. Don't need this to pop up. Something's popping up that shouldn't be here. Uno momento, por favor. Slapper. Oh, slapper music. Right, okay. But yeah, if I were to give like listening recommendations, Yum Yum Orange and Tokyo Ska Orchestra, really high quality Japanese ska. Then there's like the Heat Machine, Real Big Fish, Less Than Jake, Save Ferris, Five Iron Frenzy, and that's probably enough to get you started. Those are the big ones that I listen to in general, but they've all got pretty big catalogues of music. Well, there's varying sizes of catalogues, but overall it's a pretty big. It's a slapper like it's good. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I definitely say go and listen to some because I just like it a lot, and it's really fun to be part of like the Reddit for that because a bunch of people all obviously listen to it as well, and it's really fun to see what everyone else has to say, even though it's not the biggest genre of music anymore. And if anyone wants to listen to some ska music for free and just get some recommendations aside from myself, I don't really know how popular it is because every time I go on it doesn't seem to have any more than like 20 users at once. But there's a fella in America who hosts a 24/7 ska stream radio, and it's called Bob Ska Radio. Find it at bobskaradio.com. It's a place I find a lot of new recommendations for ska music because it's so niche, and a lot of the bands are just nonsense, but he plays a lot of good stuff, like the bands that I mentioned, plus many more, like the Aquabats and other things I can't remember right now. But he also plays like stuff like Party Like It, who are a band that, like a cover band on YouTube that have just started releasing their own original stuff, and he's like started playing them as well. He's a really good dude who updates his website quite frequently, but it's effectively a no advertisement stream of music that goes on all day, every day, with a few brief intermissions of the lovely Bob telling us where the music's from, and just in case anyone wants to record from there, he has his own little endorsement in it as well. But in general, super high quality music. It's a genre I think that everyone can see something in, and for anybody who's a real go-getter and likes to go dancing and stuff, the concept of skanking was actually pretty much pioneered by ska music. It's more of like a reggae rendition, but as it went to evolve in Jamaica, I've been to Jamaica, by the way. Fantastic country, absolutely glorious. But yeah, if you go to like Jamaica or anything, the influences are massive on all fronts. Tense. But in general, Bob Ska Radio is a good place to go, and skanking is a ska dance. That's where the SKA and skanking comes from. And if anyone tells me otherwise, you can go away. It almost bothers me, to be honest, if I go on Facebook and see someone talking about skanking, and I'm like, you don't know where it comes from. Why are you possibly talking about this? And apparently, it's like some weird resurgence of the dance for the club crowd. Which is fine, like people are allowed to dance and have fun. That is what dance is all about, I assume. I'm not into the whole dancing deal, obviously, but, you know, skanking is to me, you know, a symbol of what ska is, and if you don't respect where something comes from, you need to do your research. And I like that. Etymology and things like that is very important to me. And I like to talk about things of that ilk anyway. Ooh, rock scarab. Right. So shortly after this, we'll be reaching the half-an-hour point. And that's great. Obviously, it means things are going well. Oh, another groove. That's cool. I totes know what skanking is. In general, it's done in different ways in different places. But the ska skanking that I'm familiar with is kicking your legs out in front of you, and also... Where's Guru gone? Oh, he's over there. What the hell? It's kicking your legs out in front of you like a moron, and then like swinging your arms in the same time to the music. It's super loose, super fun, super happy, and it's just a load of fun. Like I said, I don't dance as such, but I do. If I go to a ska gig, I will have a little bit of a jig with some people and have a laugh, because that's what it's all about. Especially with such a jovial genre, just in general, I think that skanking is invaluable to having a good time at a ska gig. I've been to a gig, like a ska music gig before, by myself. And that was an interesting experience like no other I've ever had. But yeah, it was genuinely enjoyable. Going on my own wasn't the worst of anything. I really liked it. And thankfully I was able to go and just, you know, meet a bunch of people that also enjoyed doing it. You get a really weird slice of people. You get people like me who are into like ska because of the revival, and there's people from like a Third Age revival anyway. And there's people from like earlier on in their like ska history who listen to like Two Tones. You have like a bunch of skinheads, and you've got a bunch of like just like reggae lovers who have like dreadlocks and things. It's really bizarre, like the slice of people that are there, but it is also a fantastic experience. So go to Bob Ska Radio, check that out, and YouTube some skanking videos, because you can do that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about music. while I'm just stood here, I'm going to do the little breaky thing, because then at least I can grab some water, make sure everything's fine, and then come back, and we'll carry on from where we are right now. It's going to be another half-hour segment, as usual, for the Ironman stuff. I want to keep the format as close to what it was before I started doing them live, or at least before this test, as I can, so then in the future I can see which one's better and then maybe change it if I need to. So it's still going to be about an hour's worth of content, but for right now it's just going to be a momentary break, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay. And welcome back. So, we're going to carry on doing some Iron Man stuff. I've got the topic out of the way, the thing I wanted to talk about, so it gives me more freedom to talk about the game at hand. So, the first thing I'm going to do is continue just trying to grab the materials to make another auto rifle, or 7, because I do want one that's a better rarity than just common. Which just means I need to get some more orichalcum and then eventually some more monster claws. And unfortunately, this is what my experience in Iron Man is going to devolve into, because half of what I want to achieve in general is get good gear. So eventually, if it comes to it where I have to defeat the creator in Iron Man mode, I won't have to spend too long grinding stuff up riskily, and I've got more of the opportunity to level it while I'm leveling my character, and it's going to be safer that way. Or the rest of the time is going to be spent just leveling in general. So it's odd because I want to do like challenge modes for different levels, but I don't think I've got the damage to necessarily achieve it here right now. But I can still do it in Desolate Canyon on challenge level 1. I wouldn't risk challenge level 2 because I don't do enough damage. Oh yes, thank you, Percival. Hello, hello, friend. Yeah, indeed. Right, 1 credit. So generous, Percival. You're so nice. But yes, I'd rather get all the materials done now, which unfortunately, I suppose all of RogueLands in general is grinding through levels, and I know I said I'm going to do every single level in the game, and that's true. I want to try and complete every level at least once. Ooh, this is risque. Every level at least once in this series, so hopefully we'll get that done at some point, but obviously I can't do all of them right now because I haven't got to the point where I can do the Molten Crag or, you know, the Bifrost quite comfortably. I think I've done the Ancient Ruins already. I think I did it last episode, but that was mean, Sploopy. There we go. But yeah, I need to get more Monster Claws, more Orichalcum, and the only places I can really get those relatively safely anyway is here and Shroomtown. So I need to grind those 2 places. There's no 2 ways about it. And it just means that the repetitive nature of RogueLands is just enforced. But I'm cool playing it, and if people are cool watching it, that's a-okay by me. And for anyone who is wondering, this stream will go up as a VOD, as an official episode for the series. Because it is. All these are going to be official episodes, and I should be doing them for today until Thursday. And again, that's Monday till Thursday, because I'm going to upload them probably out of sequence, out of time. I'm not going to upload them all as they're done, because this video recorded on Monday should be the Tuesday video, because I've got something of like a very loose timetable, like a loose schedule at the minute. I'm just seeing how it goes. It's done like I mentioned it last night on the 50 subscriber stream, which once again thank you for. I did it last night on the 50 subscriber stream, but in general it's going to be 3 days on, 1 day off. So if I need to record, I've got that day to record without editing or anything, or I can catch up on editing if I've lost where I am with that. But for the most part, okay, I've done all the objectives I think. But for the most part, it is a case of do a bunch of leveling and hopefully we'll be okay in these streams, and then I'll upload them later on. So it should be Tuesday, there'll be one on Saturday, and then I'll have a bit more to go. But I'm not sure how many I'm going to be able to record while my family aren't present. So I want to get as much done as I possibly can. So I may do a couple extra streams, or like a really long stream on Thursday, just to grab a bit more time in the spotlight. You can go away and I'll have this. And I may as well buy this as well. And I'll kill all these innocent people. That's just the kind of guy I am. I haven't got that much room left. Anything good? Not really. But yeah, I need to get some more shards eventually. I need to actually start doing some more of the... I'm going to go back to the ship. Whatever. We're going to go and sell some stuff. We're going to go and try and do some more crafting. Hello, sir. Buy my wares. Right. And Emblem Forge. And we're going to try a couple more. 3 more? 3 more. Ooh, no. Ooh, no. Ooh, no. Great. Right, so this is a really unfortunate place that I'm sitting in right now. Not in my chair. It's an unfortunate place in that I have to grind for materials and then rely on RNG to give me good gear. Because as you can see, I've got an epic there that I didn't need. I've got an epic shield, epic armor, and a legendary helm, which was great. And also got this legendary drop, which probably usurped all of my RNG that should ever be given my entire life. But I don't really need planet stone either. I'll sell this. And this. And this. Stuff to sell. What I should probably start doing is doing these quests. Thunderworm emblems I can't really do. Can't do a challenge level 1 lava beast, lava dragon even, and a plague beast I probably could do. Ooh, that's risky. That's a risky thing to try. I'm gonna sell a bunch of these as well because I do not need them. Alright. I'm gonna try it. If I can get to the playgrounds, I'm gonna try and do defeat our lovely friend the plague beast. So I'm gonna have to do the ancient ruins to get there, and I need to do. Okay, so I've done this before, so it's not too bad. But I need to do this. Hello, relic beast. Ugh, okay, we 2-shot these. This isn't too bad. No, but we don't 2-shot these. We 3-shot these. That's okay. Ah, messed up. No, that's fine. Okay. So yeah, this half of the series, the episode is going to be a bit more streamlined for the game itself, because I know that's what people are here for technically. But I'd like to inject something every single time I stream. So Mondays, I'd like to do something on Mondays to do with music in general, whether it's a recommendation of a song. Or something like that. I'd like to do something because, you know, it adds a bit of regulation whenever I do Monday stream, for example. So that'd be pretty fun, I think. So yeah, I don't really do these, but if this is going up as a VOD, I may as well. Let me know what your favourite song is, what your favourite artist is, your favourite band, whatever. Just let me know, because obviously it's fun to talk about these sorts of things and understand what everybody else is into. So let me know what your favourite song or artist or album or whatever is. Just let me know. Be cool. Put it in the comments. But yes, back to the game. So the game itself, like I said, it's a lot of grinding, and I'm going to try and push the boat out and go for something a little riskier. Ow, he says as he gets hit in the face. I just got a tweet, or a notification about a tweet. Alright, Winston, what we got? Some scrap. Woo! Alright, rad. Oh. Oh, I need to heal. Excuse me. This is why cannons kind of suck, because you can't shoot straight up. bit of health. Very good. But yeah, so I'm going to try and push the boat out, and I'm going to try and do that quest to beat the Plague Beast. And if something else comes up, I'll do that quest as well. Because I think some things here can drop monster claws, but I think it's a rare drop. I'm not sure. This relic beast hasn't moved. Relic fish even. Not called relic beast, excuse me. Hey, more portals. There you go. That's how you do it. 4 at a time. There is a Plague Lands portal. See, that's a scary one to try. But I've got bubble. I've got some health pots. I've got some big boy health pots as well. So let's have a look. I've got 5 big boy health pots and some more 5 heals. So I should be all right. I imagine. As long as there's not like what are they called? As long as there's not statuses of any kind, like poison or frost or heat, burn. That's the word. I should be okay. And the Plague Lands fortunately avoids those, or forgoes, I should say, forgoes those things in place of just having a really strange boss encounter. But that's kind of cool. So hopefully we're going to be able to take that on, and I won't die, because that's probably the best goal of this entire series: is don't die. Although I did think a while ago, before I started, that if my character died, because this was a brand new, fresh save, where nothing could help me if I died or whatever, like, well, nothing would help me in character creation, I thought that if I died in it, I'd be able to keep the things that I'd get from that and then try again. And I'm still toying with it, so if I die on this account, because it was fresh, and in theory you would have seen every single thing I do in the entire game, you can see the things that I earn, the things that I, you know, eventually keep from death. And I don't think there'd be any shame in doing that. That's a super last case scenario, because I don't want to. I prefer to be able to go in with the default character and just like show how far you can go with the default character, as opposed to needing something slightly more important than that. You know, to go far in Ironman. Right then, this is quite risky. So I'm going to level rings, I think, because it should give me a level and give me more stats. Okay, so give me a bit more damage, which is good. Good morning, Leon. How you doing, buddy? I've got a triple shot. That might come in useful later. Okay. So here comes the risky part. We're going to try and take down the Plague Beast. The Darkened Shards would be nice in general, because I think I need like a couple of all of them, because I've got 4 things to level eventually. But that remains to be seen. Alright. Okay. There's no point putting it off. Let's go. Plague Beast, step 1, run! I want to see how much damage I do to you first, actually. 3. Alright, that's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I should be Gucci. Right. So, how many shots to kill a squirm? Okay, cool. Kill a squirm. This is the Plague Beast. He is terrifying. Just to look at. It's not to fight, thankfully. There's a level. You can kind of just kite him around like this, and he's okay. As long as you've got the damage, it should be fine. I'm hoping I do. Ooh, got caught up with something. Hey, that wasn't too bad. That was pretty good. There you go. That was the Plague Beast fight. You just kite him around a little bit, and he dies pretty easy. If you're in melee, you might want to just be careful, because he can dash forward quicker and slower. He does like weird tempo increases, which can put you off quite significantly, but if you know what to expect, he's normally not that bad, to be honest. Alright. Plant or whatever. Doesn't matter what order we're in, to be honest. So, yeah, the scary thing is obviously the plague casters here. The squirms aren't too bad. Oh, I didn't realise my bubble wasn't on anymore. Alright. Ow. I said ow, nothing hit me, but I missed a really dumb shot. So that was just unfortunate. Although now I'm finally getting more galactocytes, which is good. Okay, 967 to my next level. Whoa. Is there anything else? trying to look at what I've got in the inventory that I might need to consider. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference right now. So luckily this doesn't seem like too bad a place to come and fight. I'm okay. I've had enough practice in the game to know how to beat the Plague Beast. So I did okay. Just about. Again, I'm not sure how all the different mobs necessarily function for the bosses. Most of them have like a worm AI. In the case of Uragorak, Aberrant Uragorak, Rock Scarab. Is it still called Aberrant Rock Scarab? I'm not sure. But things like Plague Beast have like a weird amorphous blob kind of look to them. I'm not sure. Moloch as well is a bit odd. But obviously Moloch has ranged attacks, whereas the Plague Beast does not, which is very, very beneficial. Okay, there's another level. That's good. I want to move forward. Not bad, not bad. We're okay. I don't think starfruits are going to help me much at all, to be honest. I suppose I could use the higher tier materials to make... What's it called? What are they called? Potions and mana packs, things like that. Okay, portal usage is very useful. There we go. Monster claws! I got a couple. All I need is a couple, to be honest. I need, well, I'll say a couple. I need a couple more. Get rid of those. I need to sell those. Get rid of this. Yeah, I'm skeptical about what I need from this, to be honest. The Darkened Shards for killing the Plague Beast are a must. I'm very happy with those. I'm happy to have that experience as well. I was looking for Globs of Aether. That's what I was looking for, and I don't have any. That's fine. I was going to use them to just save the inventory space, but I don't need to because I've used them already, which is great. Okay, so Plaguelands, Plaguelands, Plaguelands. Helmet. Very cool. Almost halfway through level 8. Oh. Not going to give you by, Mr. Claw Emblem. Excellent. Okay, I've got to complete a quest. Defeat 5 Plague Casters. I can do that. I can do that here. Because that's still achievable, and they do give you experience and obviously items. I'm going to keep doing this, I think. This level, just for now. Because again, I am getting a few Monster Claws. Not a fantastic amount. But it's still pretty cool. See if I can get a shot of the Plague Beast while he's just spawning in. There you go. This invisible version of him is invulnerable to attacks. And the way I make him vulnerable, if I didn't mention this, because in fact I know I didn't. If we're walking through these Plague Hives, you have to go through 8 of them exactly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I did 8 somewhere, but I've got to try and get the space pirates off me as well. Ooh, okay, this is kind of bad. Alright, I'm having problems because I'm using a cannon. Okay, just going to do some clever kiting, it's fine. No pressure! You're live streaming, don't die! No, don't die! But yeah, fortunately the Plague Beast is kind of slow. There we go, he's dead. Okay, that didn't take that long, that was pretty good. Maybe they hurt him. Does that work? Hello? I did not do that much damage to him, surely. Go away, give me a hat. Give me a hat! No hat. That's fine. Wait. You drop a creature eyeball? What a useless drop from a boss. Because my quest was to kill 5 of these Plague Casters. This fellow that I've just shot here. Kill 5 of those, which isn't too bad. Alright, what else do I need? That should be it. That's good. That's okay. But yep, Plague Beast is very slow, and providing that you're not attacked by space pirates is really not that threatening of an encounter, but you need to go through 8 Plague Hives, which I unfortunately miscounted. Probably because I was talking, which is why I had to stop my train of thought. Sort of mid-sprint, because obviously I had to make sure I was counting and still got it wrong. Because I am the best at being wrong. I'm doing 99 damage now, though. That's pretty good. Considering I was what? Oh, Gromwell, epic. So this gives me the same stats pretty much as the Galahad rings. It doesn't give me Vitality, it gives me tech instead. But because it's epic, the stats I'll get from that are significantly better than those I'd get of a Galahad ring. So you are gone, and you are with me forever. That's very lucky. To get an epic ring, especially one that's useful, is pretty interesting. The stats that I need for this build are strength and dexterity, so everything else is kind of at the wayside. Health regen is useful from vitality, but the stats I get from this, just raw damage, will be so much better than the stats I'd get from the Galahad ring. That was fantastic. That is great RNG. I hope that I get... that makes up for not having an auto rifle that's very good yet. What a 5 as well. That damage from that ring. Woo! Finally in the big leagues. Okay. Get dead, please. Get away, Squirm. Just for point of reference, if anyone doesn't actually play RogueLands and they'll be watching this series or this live stream for whatever reason, I only know the name of all of the... I say all of the enemies, of most of the enemies, because I've got the cards drop. I've got these. So it tells you, like, an Ancient Guard card was from the Ancient Guards in the Ancient Ruins. Also, what are they guarding, Sean? And ultimately, they are really useful because it means you can learn the names of the enemies. Just no real use otherwise, but there you go. When you're wearing the Forge Blade, do the monster drops and ring drops have a better chance of being legendary? No, they don't, Leon, actually. As far as I know, and this is a complete stretch, the Lucky Pumpkin Augment doubles the amount of loot that you actually get from... I just got the ring one to get more stats. It doubles the amount of loot you get from chests if you use the Lucky Pumpkin. And as far as I'm aware, that effectively halves drop rates because you get twice as much loot. But I haven't tested it to be true or not. Maybe it's something I'll put research into later on. But the Forge Blade only works with crafted items, so it doesn't work with drops or anything like that. If you wanted to, you can put monster drops on your weapon. It's like a mod. I don't have any. I've got like strength plus, but that's it, and crit rate. But in general, no. Monster drop mods will increase the chances of drops coming from monsters, and by having an easier chance to get them to drop, you'll have a better chance of getting legendary ones, because you'll see it more often. But genuinely, no. There's not a really easy way to get better drops from everything, and the Forge Blade doesn't assist in that manner, unfortunately. Alright, I'm going to go and sell some stuff because I am full up again. And we'll try another shot or two at the auto rifle. We'll do that first. But yeah, very good question. But no, it doesn't work like that, I'm afraid. Come on, don't let the luck run out. Don't let it run out. Oh, you let the luck run out. It's fine, it's fine. Got some other stuff to be doing anyway. Sell this. Boom. I've got way too many credits. Sell these. I don't want to misclick and sell something I don't want to sell. Got a load of starfruit. Blacksmith uniform improves chances of ring drops. Is there a source for that? Because I'm not totally familiar if that works like that at all. Obviously, you can't. Forge Blade restricted to crafting and the... No, I've actually looked. Yep, absolutely correct. But yeah, I'm not sure about the blacksmith one. If you can find a source for that, Valganic, that'd be great, because I'm not entirely sure if that is the case. Because it's just for crafting, as far as I know, the same as the Forge Blade. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll be happy to admit it, but I'll need to see some actual evidence first to admit it, because it doesn't seem to indicate that anywhere. At least not to my knowledge. Alright, see, this is good about live streaming, because I don't get this sort of... Oh, yes! Fantastic. I don't get this sort of interaction with people when I'm actually playing this by myself, which is really cool. Oh, I needed to be down here. What a dingleberry. Here we go. I'm so close to getting the last one done. So close. Fragment emblem do I need? Really? Not really at all. I'll try a couple more of those while we're here. I'm going to reset my quest, I think, actually. Nope. Nope. Okay. Right. What else do we need? Actually, I can sell some of this stuff because, again, I don't know if I need it. Defeat 5 worms from scrap metal. That we're going to reset the quests. Creature eyeballs. I've been throwing them away. Lava dragons, a bit better. 10 spicy seeds. Excellent. We'll do that. Boom. Credits back. Slug lords for Aetherlight shards. That is something I want to do. Blacksmiths are expert craftsmen. Receive 1% bonus towards crafting higher tiered gear for every 20 player levels. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's crafted. Yeah, never mind. I was going to say, as far as I know, there's nothing that actually increases the chances of getting legendary rings from chests. But the lucky pumpkin doubles the loot you get from chests. So it makes sense to me that you'd be twice as likely to get it. Because you're rolling twice on everything. But that's what I'd expect to be the case. So instead of it being like a 1 in 100, which I think is the chance to get a legendary ring, it's like it's still 1 in 100, but because you roll twice every time, it's technically 2 in 100. Which is still not very likely, don't get me wrong, but it's not like you're guaranteed to get it every 50 chests you open, but that's how it works in my head. I haven't tested it, so don't take it as gospel. But that's what I think it functions like. He said very loosely. Why did I just waste a potion? Why did I do that? That's alright. I do not want to use those for this. I don't believe I know the materials going in to make the other potions. Maybe I'll just remember those until another point. But I do want to finish this on another quest, so... I don't know if I'm strong enough to kill the hive mind now. We've taken one risk this stream. Should we take another? Let's do it. Let's try it. I'm going to go and make some big boy potions. Let me just quickly check what... We quickly have a little look at what the recipe is for making tier 2 potions is. Alchemy table. Oh, alchemy station, excuse me. Health pack 2. Seed, chitin, ghast. I don't think I've got any ghasts. I do not. Oh, hang on. Did I pick up that thunderworm? I didn't. That's just a shame. Right. Never mind, it's fine. We're going to try it anyway. I'm going to reorganize this because it's very scary. And... there is fear in my heart. Genuine fear. I'm going to sell some stuff actually while I'm here. I'm going to do the do. Let me quickly just halve a bunch of stuff that I know I'm not going to use. I need a little bit more, so... Don't need all these dung beetles, no way. There we go, right. So I'm going to do the last ship droid, get that up to max, then I'll have 22 credits to my name, and I can go into the deep jungle and hopefully not get toasted. This is quite scary. Right, I've got over 100 damage now. I've got a cool, epic ring. Your question didn't send. Ask it again, Anthony, and I can have a look over it for you, buddy. Okay, right. I want to be careful about using the vines until I know I'm good. But as soon as I'm okay with that, I'll be A-okay. I'm hoping this rematch won't be just like a really boring one. Oh no, I've got to be careful touching the vines, Lenny. You'd have to tell me twice. Once again, I will reiterate, even though I come across as an absolute moron in the episode where I tried to do this, I will reiterate, this is one of the scariest levels for a new player, and even for me who's not a new player, because I'm on a new character that doesn't have the gear to deal with it, or the uniform to just completely nullify the threat that this level presents, this place is horrifying. Genuinely scary. So on Ironman, just avoid it like the plague if you can, because it's not something you want to take part in, unless you're super, super confident, which I'm not, but someone's got to make video. And I need to get this quest done, so... Alright, last time, I didn't know what was going on, but because... I think part of it is because I wasn't using a ranged weapon, to be honest. And I backed myself into a corner, but the hive mind touched me, and that's what poisoned me so ridiculously. So, this video reviewing thing helps a lot for, like, combat and things. Like, people always say to do it for, like, League or Dota if you want to play, or, like, take yourself a bit more seriously. Like, the same rings true here. Hey, Beelzebub! I didn't get to name you before. Hey, oh, well. Beelzebub is a nothing enemy whatsoever, apparently. I didn't get to name him before because I was just in the midst of all the chaos, and there was two Beelzebubs next to each other, and it was scary because I was running from a boss. But, ooh, a shroom emblem. That's a weird drop. I've never seen it before. I asked if there's a bug where the flying head things in the Bifrost have 1,000 of HP. Oh, wisps. It was a bug. It got patched out. I uploaded a video for it on the channel, actually, but it was the 4th of July, I remember, because obviously Sean should have had the day off and he had to work it and then didn't post anything for a while. But yeah, okay, hive mind time. Scary boss time. Alright, come on, hive mind. I've got to concentrate. Don't touch me. Hey, we did it! Rematch! My crit helped me quite a lot. But there we go. That's the rematch. Bye-bye, hive mind. I said once I come back and I could one-shot it, I would. And I did it! I killed it! Everything's great. My first significant foe has been vanquished. I've received no poison. I'm very, very happy with that. But yeah, basically Sean gave the wisps in the Bifrost way too much HP. And gave it the effect of another enemy, because I think he modelled a new enemy that was added in 1.2 over the wisp AI, whatever the model is for that, for those types of enemies. Look, it's rewarding me as well. Ah, Chimchams! Chamchams? I don't know, one of them's a Pokemon. Chimchar. But in general, Sean made it so that the wisps were fixed, but not the shrooms. They're still bugged as far as I'm aware. I haven't seen an update. There we go. Look at that. Fantastic. 5 wisps. Talk of the devils. Right then. Got a couple more minutes left, so I don't want to do this place again. I want to go and do a bit more crafting, which is unfortunate. But yes, the bug was a thing where the flying head things in the Bifrost have thousands of HP, but it's gone. It's now moved on to the ghost shrooms in the Shroom Town challenge level 2 and above, I think. So just avoid that because it's quite scary. But as of right now, they're safe to try and kill the wisp in the Bifrost. It's not that bad. Wait, oh, I wanted to go up here. That's where I wanted to be. Come on. Give me the best. I've just killed the hive mind. I've vanquished my greatest enemy. Give me legendary. No. Why would you do that? Right, I've got one more chance. I've got one more chance. Nope. Perhaps this thing just doesn't come in legendary. Perhaps I'm just kidding myself. There's no way. It's just a joke. It's an elaborate joke. Right then. It's Shroom, Claw, Orichalcum. Alright, I'm going to move these around because those are the ones I care about. Wow, everything's just a mess. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Everything's fine. Oh, I had another quest for some creature eyeballs as well. I got hit by the poison 80% when I tried to Ironman 2 hours ago, and my HP was so low and draining so fast that I freaked out and forgot what my healing was, spell hockey was. That's a shame. Genuinely, the video I had... Yep, you're welcome, Anthony. The video I had when I faced the hive mind was just panic. The first time, I just thought I got unlucky and I'm not sure what poisoned me. It's because my hitbox hit. It's my hitbox hit its hitbox. Wow. Early morning. And then... The second time around, there was like, I think it was Space Pirates, the Hive Mind, and Beelzebub ×2. It wasn't good. I managed to survive, but I used every good potion I had, everything I was trying to save, completely useless, and it rendered all of it dead. It was an absolute shame. But yeah, I can definitely empathise with you there. It kills Ironman runs. With a giant axe, it's terrifying. Okay, kill 5 wisps, kill 5 slug mothers, and kill a lava dragon. None of which I really want to do right now. Slug mothers, again, it's the same I've just been on for Deep Jungle. It's not that bad now. Mainly because I can one-shot everything, pretty much. So I'll probably go back and do that soon. As for everything else... There's nothing I can really craft, nothing I can really do. But in review, this is the first live streamed Ironman episode that I've done. I think it went down really well. Thank you everybody for coming out. Obviously, I'm going to be doing more of these this week, probably about at the same time, maybe a little bit later, for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. So obviously, stay tuned if you want to see some more. These videos will be going up on the channel. I said this earlier, but I will say it again because there's a few more people here. This one will be going up tomorrow, and then the one from tomorrow will go up on Thursday, and so on and so forth. So just obviously, if you want to watch all of the content that you missed a part, then you're more than welcome to stick around. It's been really fun, actually. I've been enjoying this. So that's the end of the Ironman segment anyway. That's about an hour of footage that I can put through and upload later on. And we made a little bit of progress. We went from level 46 to 55, so we're over halfway to 100. That's really good. We managed to go back and kill the hive mind. That was great. We managed to talk about music as the topic of the day. That was really useful. So, yeah, in general, I think that was a very successful couple of runs, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. So, if this format works for everybody, obviously let me know, because if it's something that's easy for me to do, which right now it makes me look like less of a moron when I lose, because I can't really lose footage outside of YouTube messing up. But then at least I've got, people on the sidelines able to actually say that it was a thing, that it actually happened. We have witnesses this time instead of just me being an idiot. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, do so now, because I'll tell you whenever I'm live streaming and whenever new videos go up, because it's just kind of random at the minute, unfortunately. But there you go. Thank you once again so much for joining me, and thank you again for 50 subscribers, everybody. I do genuinely enjoy everybody's presence, and it is fantastic. We're growing, and it makes me happy, and hopefully we'll continue to do so in the near future. So that's it from me for now. I might do some more streams later on, but that's it. Ironman done. More stuff coming tomorrow. Thank you again, and see you all soon.